Welcome back, guys, to the Veracity Markets podcast. We are excited to have you back. So, Veracity Markets is incorporated in South Africa, registered under registration number 201-515-74/07, and it's a duly appointed jurisdict representative of Nevesh Financial Services with registration number 2014-2144-1707, which is an authorized financial services provider under the Financial Advisory and Intermediary Acts of Act number 37 of 2002. Online trading consists of complex products and are traded on margin. Trading carries a high degree of risk. The contents of this video are for the purpose of education purely. So with that out of the way, I want to introduce my next guest now. Next guest is a visionary, constantly thinking out ahead of time. He is the founder of Global Forex Institute. He does not only teach, but he inspires, motivates through his seminars, presentations, and philanthropy. I would like to welcome to you guys the great, the one, the only, Lucas Makeke. Welcome, Lucas.
Oh, what a privilege to be in front of these beautiful cameras here to take out the message to the world. Thank you very much, Mr. Robson.
Thank you for coming.
Let's carry on.
Great, man. So tell us about Lucas. So someone who's never met Lucas doesn't know anything about Lucas.
Yeah, well, in short, Lucas is one of the most known traders in South Africa. How I started my journey is that I remember 2012. I met this other entrepreneur, and this man really he motivates me to become who I am today, to become the best trader today. I met this entrepreneur in Witbank. He's a multi-billionaire.
Okay.
And what happened is we were attending same church in Witbank, me and him. So what happened is I was a hustler by then, looking for different contracts there and there, looking for a job, hustling for anything that can actually put food on my table.
Yeah.
So what happened is luckily I got a contract from one of the known companies that I cannot mention online.
Okay.
And I went to him, said, man, I have a proposal for you. Maybe you might be interested and help or be part of whatever business that I want to start. I actually wanted to buy Avanza, the 7-seater, and line it up with a certain company, right, that I cannot mention. And I was gonna get about 25,000 rand a month, right? So this man, he called for the meeting and said, okay, let's meet. Let's go to Wimpy. Let's meet and have a chat. 9 o'clock on Tuesday. I still remember the day, even the time.
Yeah.
Because
it was a life-changing day.
It's one of those days that I can never forget in my life.
Yeah.
So I went to the meeting. We met 9 o'clock in the morning. It was Tuesday. Mm-hmm. And then I handed over the OLT. I gave him also the contract was there. I also presented it to him. Then he went through it and said, okay, so how can I help? So no, I need a Avanza. If you can buy me this Avanza, at least I can give you 10,000 in a month. Even if I get 15,000 as a profit for myself, I'm fine because at this moment I have nothing coming in my pocket. So this can really make a difference in my life. Then he said, okay, no, that's okay. They said, okay, let's have breakfast. We had breakfast. Hey, it was nice. You know, around 1 o'clock, he was busy with his stuff and all the stuff and talking while chatting to me and so forth. Around 1 o'clock, he said, Lucas, listen, you know what? Next time you board, don't come to me and tell me about such small contracts.
Okay.
You can't tell me about a contract that will give you 25,000, man. You must tell me about something that will give you 1 million. Then now you're talking. I'm like, I was like, man, like for myself, this is enough for me. You understand? Yeah. It's a good start for me. It's a very good kickstart. I don't have any income at this moment. I can even appreciate 5,000 rent.
Yeah.
You understand? And he was like, you know what? Next time you get bored, don't come to me with such small contracts. I was so offended. Having to leave that room, looking for other people that can fund me and so forth, it was just a frustration. I didn't get anyone to help me. So I was like, okay, it's fine. So what is it that to do? And my pastor is also a motivational speaker. he was. I remember same Sunday I went to church and he was motivating us. He was talking about belief system, and I came to realize that if you believe is everything. If you believe is everything. If your belief system can be manipulated, you'll never go anywhere in life. In life, you need to make a decision and believe in your decisions. Once you start believing in your decisions, your life will start materializing. You start seeing things happening in your life because of your belief. Because belief produces persistence and consistency. Because you believe in whatever that you want to do or whatever choice you've made, you will pursue towards it. So belief system, this is what I always tell people. The most important thing in life is to protect your belief system. Never let anyone manipulate your belief system. If my belief system was manipulated, after that rejection back there, I would have gave up.
Okay.
I would have like, you know what? I don't think this life is for me. You know, I was born broke from a poor background. I'm still poor. I'm trying this and that. Nothing works for me. So let me just change course. Maybe try look for something that can fit to what he wants.
Yeah.
You understand? I would have went out and looking for a million contract and so forth. You know what? For as long as we are living in this under gravitational force, you understand? We are going to meet people that will disappoint us. And in life, if you want to become a successful entrepreneur, never let anyone tamper with your belief system.
You said a very interesting point right there in regards to your belief system.
Yes.
And I want to bring it back to trading, right? Because haven't you found that if you believe that you're a profitable trader, you will act in a way that profitable traders act, right? But if you have, look, everyone takes losses, right? It's the norm of the market.
Yes.
But if you take one loss and your belief system is shaken and say, oh my gosh, I'm not a profitable trader because I took one loss.
Yes.
It's one trade.
Yes, it's one trade.
It's just one trade.
It's just one trade.
So don't let your belief, would you say, don't let your belief system be shaken because of one individual event.
No.
Or even, you could even say, one bad week, right? Because that happens in the market.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. It happens to everyone. And nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
And forex is about psychology. So
Correct.
Before we go deep into that, and then I started looking around, looking for something that I can do. And a friend of mine came as Fiso. He introduced me to forex market, and he said, "Man, listen, how about you try this?" And then I was like, "Oh man, I don't understand this. Like, I'm seeing graphs and all stuff, but how can you make money with this thing?
Yeah.
It's impossible." He's like, "No, man, you install this thing, you register online, you put money there, you start making money. This is how you make money when the market, you buy low, you sell high."
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, you buy low, you sell high. Man, I'm confused. You're talking like a foreign language.
Yeah.
So sit down and explain this thing properly to me. And he invited me to one of the presentations that was hosted by his friend.
Okay.
In Witbank. Then I went to the presentation. That was 2014. Went to the presentation. Oh man, you know, forex traders, we know how to sell this thing. Yeah, they sold it, man. I was so happy. I was like, yeah, no, it's fine. You know what? This one, I think it will make money for me. Yeah. And since that day, whenever I hear the word forex, whenever I hear the word financial market, I become so excited. Oh man, think of money, think of billions, think of all these things. Obviously, the same feeling that I had. I think even those that are watching now, they have the same feeling when they hear the word financial market. Something tickling that. Yes, you understand, because
they start
think
to see
of
the
billions.
Lamborghinis.
Yeah, they start thinking of
Ferraris.
you understand.
Yeah.
So the excitement is too much.
Yeah.
So I started learning. I took a course and then I learned how to trade and so forth. Well, I was not profitable for the first 2 years. It's not easy. It's not easy. Honestly speaking, forex is about experience. It's not all about whatever. I can open the chat and show you. Listen, you buy when it's like this. When you see double formation, you buy. When you see M formation, you sell. Head and shoulders there and there. I can show you all of those things. But at the end of the day, for those things to be instilled in your mind, it takes the individual. It takes you yourself. You need to push yourself. Go on YouTube, push yourself. You need to every day you wake up in the morning, you look at the market. Before you go to bed, you look at the market if you're working. If you're not working, devote your time. Devote your time, share your time equally, and then make sure that you invest your time in the market. Believe me, this thing will be instilled here. And as soon as those charts are instilled here, you'll be able to see good setups. So I started trading and I was not profitable for 2 years. And then remember 2016, when I started being profitable, I made about 600,000 overnight. Oh, that was so exciting, man. I made a lot of money. And I didn't believe it was Brexit 2016. You remember Brexit, right?
Brexit.
Yeah, Brexit 2016, I made a lot of money. With Brexit. And I was so excited. That's when I saw real money in forex trading. And that pushed me to even push more. Imagine if I gave up for the past 2 years. Because sometimes devil will attack your mind. Sometimes devil will bring, funny stuff in your mind and tell you, listen, you've been losing money.
Yeah.
You lost more than 200,000, man. This is not for you.
Yeah.
Just shift your focus. Once you shift your focus, your belief system is shaken. Then it means you have to look for something else. And you can't keep on learning new stuff all the time. Stick to one thing.
Yep.
Stick to one thing.
Yep.
That's the only key to success is consistency and persistence. That's the only key to success. So that's how I started my journey in a forex market and in a global market. And I opened an institution, started teaching people how to trade in Witbank and so forth. The whole of Witbank knows me.
Okay.
Joburg, they know me. Pretoria knows me. Bloemfontein, they know me. I'm popular in Swaziland. I'm popular in Botswana and Lesotho as well. So yeah. So
that's a great
that's
story.
Me.
Man.
Yeah,
that's a great story.
That's me. Belief system.
So tell me, what was that feeling for you when? Because you said that you made a lot of money with Brexit, right? And I assume that time you were going short, so probably on the pound and some other pairs. What was that feeling for you when you actually saw the money from your charts, right? But then it became money in real life. Yeah, it's money you could actually withdraw. Now you can say, I put money in, and I've made a profit. When you withdrew the profit, what was the feeling like for you?
You know what? While the money was still on the platform, I couldn't believe it's mine.
Yeah,
it was like no, I'm in a dreamland. I'm in a dreamland. And I was like, okay, I bought a car same year, 2016.
Yeah.
I bought a Ford Ranger, with the forex money.
Yeah.
But then I was not that profitable. But whatever I could make, I would save, and then I ended up buying that car. I was owing about 480,000.
Yeah. And
when I got my money, paid off the car, then I was free from debts. Didn't have debts from there. So it was the best feeling. You know. When you have money in your account, you're no longer complaining. You're no longer complaining to God. You no longer. Okay, number one, you don't complain to God about anything. Number two, your prayers change. Yeah. You don't say, God, please bless me. God, please give me money. God, this and that. Your prayer is, God, protect me. Yeah. Give me a good life. Give me a healthy life. I want to live to the fullest and enjoy my money. That's all. You don't complain about money. Poor people always complain about money. God, money, every day. God, money. As if there's nothing that you can pray for. Yeah. Except money. Money, God, money, money. Poverty is a curse. Poverty is a curse. There is nothing good that comes in the mind of a poor person except fighting. Yeah. Except criticizing. Even when they fight, unless they see blood, they don't stop. Sure. Rich people always think ahead, think out of the box. They always think, how can I make more money? They don't stress about money because they know money is not a problem. The problem is I have to solve 1 + 1 to get 2. So now for me to get 2, I need to solve 1 + 1. So they always sitting on a mat.
So you're solution driven. You need to be thinking of solutions and not the problem.
You need to be thinking of solutions, not the problem.
Yeah.
No, you need to be thinking of the solution. Yes, problems are there. We have problems every day. But what is the solution?
Yeah, I hear you.
That's one of the reasons why a lot of people, they complain about government. Government this, they don't give us houses. They don't give us... You'll keep on looking. Government is a problem on its own. So you're focusing on the problem to give you something good? Come on. No. How can you solve the problem? Yeah. Yeah. How can you focus on getting the answers? You focus on getting the good outcome out of the problem. Don't focus on the problem. Because that's one of the reasons why a lot of people, they're still broke today. They believe government for the houses. They believe government for money. They believe government for grants. They believe government for this and so forth and so forth. So it's fine, okay? All of the it's fine. You can believe government for all of those things. But now, if you don't get them, what are you going to do?
Yeah,
Are you going to sleep hungry? This is what I'm always asking myself.
Don't you like? And I like what you said about solutions, right? Because when I started trading, I was trying to figure out the market. I was trying to find that solution and say, what's the secret code, the secret recipe to figure out the market? What's the solution to figure out the market? And one thing I found is that there is multiple ways.
Yeah, multiple ways. Yeah.
So with the market, what I like is that the market is a great neutralizer where it tells you very quickly if you're right or you're wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's multiple solutions to try figure out the markets. And also, the important thing is, what is your question? Do you want to be a full-time trader? Do you want to do this just to make extra income? Do you want to start a hedge fund? There's a lot of things you can actually accomplish by trading the financial markets, right? So, but there's always that thing I like where you're like, I want to figure this out because if I were like, guys, I'm a day trader. The solution I have is not the same for someone's like, I'm actually only taking trades on the weekly chart or the monthly chart. Your solutions are completely different, right? Where the day traders in a week he's taking 50, 60 trades. Like on the weekly chart is taking one trade a month if he's lucky, right? So I like that solutions orientated. And don't you think actually, you mentioned something about the youth and unemployment. Do you not think maybe that's the attitude we need to take in regards to the youth need to actually start looking for these solutions?
Yeah. Well, technology is changing tables now. It's turning tables upside down and so forth. And industrial revolution as well. So I'm asking myself as to from now until 2030, what will happen? Yeah. That's what I'm asking myself because everything is going digital. Yeah. They digitalize everything. Underground mines. They're getting the machines to, they try to save lives. They get machines to dig and get the coal and whatever that is underground, the minerals. People are going to lose jobs. Now, the ATMs, we're going to use fingerprint. They're taking out cards and so forth. Security will lose jobs. So a lot of people will lose jobs. They're trying to digitalize money. They're trying to phase out paper money. What's going to happen in the future? Fidelity guys, they'll lose money. So all these companies that are focusing on the physical side of employment, they're going to lose jobs. Yeah. Standard Bank closed 100 branches. Siemens closed about 2,000 jobs. I can name companies. Yeah. I can name them last year during COVID. So what's going to happen from now moving forward? And they didn't close all those jobs because they didn't have money to pay people or whatever. Yeah. Technology is taking over. So now if technology is taking over and you're not hands-on, you don't have anything that really you can do online that can bring a stream of income for you. Believe me, in 2030, I don't know. We'll see. Let it come. We'll see.
So on that point, right, you mentioned that there's a lot of now technology taking over. And when it comes to trading, right, there's now a lot of automation. So you see a lot of guys trading with EAs and bots and things like that. What's your opinion on that? Because
I don't like, honestly speaking, I don't like EAs. I don't like robots. I don't use them. I tried because I was exploring. I was trying to see if those things really do work. That was 2016. I tried several robots and so forth. People will promise you things, man. I'll come to you and tell you, this one you can make $1 million. They post demo accounts and so forth. So we've seen them, but their lives don't materialize. They're busy selling those things for 10,000, 15, 20,000. Yeah. You know what? It's just a business. There's no master in forex trading. There's no master. Forex is 90% psychology, 10%
buying and selling.
You had me. Yeah. Click, buy, and sell. That's all.
I want you guys to hear that again. Please repeat that. Please repeat that, please.
Forex is 90% psychology and 10% click, buy, and sell. That's all. That's all.
So, Forex basically, before you make a single dollar in the market, you need to conquer your mind.
You need to conquer your mind.
Yeah.
Even though you see that, okay, no, I'm right. I think I'm on the right side. I think, yeah, whatever I'm seeing there, it's a good sell. I can short. Still, psychologically, it will affect you because you're not sure of your decisions because this is the global market. It's volatile.
Yeah.
What you expect? Remember, we speculate here. We're not sure of our decision. We speculate. We speculate based on facts. You need to find facts before you speculate. Before you can speculate, you need to find a reason why you have to sell, why you have to buy. You need to find a reason. So, if more especially if your reason is not that solid. There, I'm telling you, you're crippled. Because when you lose a trade, after losing the trade, you'll be like, oh, and I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it. Oh, why didn't I just wait? I would have waited for another opportunity, I knew it. No, it's psychology. It's psychology. Nobody's wrong, nobody's right in a global market. If I'm sitting with you here and we both on Euro USD, then you see a sell, I see a buy. None of us is wrong. Can I repeat that?
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with you.
None of us is wrong.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes, we're speculating.
And we can, funny enough, is that we can actually both get out of that position in a profit.
Yes.
At the same time, we can also both get out of that position in a loss. Right, depending on our position size, where we see our take profit, stop losses.
And at the same time, you can make money, I can lose.
Yeah, 100%.
You can lose, I can make money.
100%.
Everyone is right. Hence, I always advise people, listen, trust your instincts. Analyze, trust your analysis, and trust your instincts. You understand? If you fail, you fail.
Yeah.
If you win, you win. The first best thing you can do in life is doing the right thing. The second best thing you can do in life is doing the wrong thing. The last worst thing you don't want to do in life is doing nothing at all.
Yeah.
Take that trade. Either you make money or you don't make money, but at least you manage to conquer your fear.
Yeah.
It's psychological. That's how it is.
Yeah.
It's life. Life is with risk. Every business has risk. So you want to become a multi-millionaire within a short period of time, within 10 years, within 15 years, I invite you to come and trade with us in a forex, in a global market. Just come and trade the global market. $6.3 trillion is traded in the global market each and every day.
I like that. So, are you your style of trading? Are you a technical trader? Are you a fundamental trader? What is your style of trading?
I use them both.
Okay.
I use them both. Just like today, it's we have an NFP today.
Correct.
So you cannot just analyze, put the trend lines there and all the stuff, and then your platform looks like Christmas party, and then you place a trade based on the whatever you see technically. Here comes NFP.
Yeah.
Half past 2. It messes up everything.
Yeah.
On your platform.
Technicals
Who are you
and
going to blame?
fundamentals.
Who are you going to blame?
Yeah.
You are to blame yourself. You are to blame yourself. Because the global market is about fundamentals and technical. You can't avoid them. You understand? Yes, sometimes when there are new news, you can just maybe you can trade, technically try to follow the technical side of it. But then when we have news such as NFP, FOMC, interest rates, so those are the most important news and they move market. They can move it the opposite direction. They can move the opposite direction. I heard a lot of people saying, even if it moves the opposite direction, but it can still, it will always come back because they have to complete the technical part of it. It's just a myth. It's a joke. It's a joke. Financial market is moved by technical and fundamentals. So you need to consider them both.
Yeah.
You need to consider them both because sometimes you can see the information and think that will go down and go up.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the most worst thing that a lot of traders does is, when I talk about the profitable trade, I'm talking about someone that can at least make about 70 to 80% of the initial deposit each and every month.
Yeah.
That is the best trader for me. You don't have to be 100%. You cannot be 100%.
So say that again. You're saying someone who can make gains.
Gains of 70 to 80% of the initial deposit.
Okay.
Yes, that is the good trader. We're talking about the good trader there. You can never be 100%.
Yeah, I hear you.
Never. You can never be 100%. So at least the least you can do is to make at least 70 to 80% of your initial deposit. That's the most important thing.
So what do you say then to traders who are beginning to trade right now, and they say, well, I've only got 1,000 rand, right? And you're telling me I can make, 70 to 80%, let's say 70%, so at the end of the month, I've made 700 rand. But they say, no, Lucas, I saw on Instagram a guy who took 1,000 rand and now he's at Lamborghini.
Yeah.
What are you talking about 700 rand? What do you say to that trade, to that new beginner trader?
It's very simple. I don't trust social media, number one. Social media will lie a lot. Number one, don't trust social media. If someone comes and say, I took 1,000 rand to 1 million, of course, you know what, it's possible. This is a global market. You can do it. You can make your 1 million from 1 rand. We leverage. It's about leverage.
Correct.
Yeah, it's about leverage. So you can make that money, but then remember, the speed that you're running at is the same speed that you'll fall.
I like that.
The way up is the way down. So if you're running 120 kilometers, it's the same speed that you'll come down with it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. We've seen a lot of traders booming, boom, up, down, boom, nothing.
Yeah.
I've been there before. I had friends that pushed me to trade with big lot sizes and so forth. They were pushing me, trying to convince me and so forth. I use big lot sizes. I regret myself at the end of the day. And all along, everything was fine. I was just trading consistently, losing some, making some, all this kind of thing. Because these things that we see on social media, they mess up our psychology. They mess up our psychology. You'll end up thinking that you don't know how to trade. Looking at someone that's taking account from 1,000 to 10,000, you think you don't know how to trade. It messes up your belief system. It messes up your psychology. Myself, I don't follow traders.
Okay.
I don't play that game because I know those people, what they do. Most of them, they have demo accounts. Looks like a real account. They show you money. They can't show you that it's a real account and so forth. And myself, I'm able to see if the account is demo. Even if you can screenshot from your demo account from your phone, I'll be able to see. So, which is some of the things that we need to teach people, most especially clients that will be coming to Veracity.
Yeah.
We need to show them that. We need to teach them this so that people that are those traders outside, they cannot mess up with their psychology. This thing is important. You need to protect it.
So trust yourself, trust your analysis.
Trust your analysis.
As soon as you've made a decision, stick with it.
Stick with it.
So regardless of what anyone else is doing,
trust your
do
analysis.
what you are doing.
Do what you're doing.
Okay, great. And you mentioned an analogy I like in regards to Christmas tree traders.
Yeah.
Right? So that's where I'll tell you my story, right? So when I started trading, I found this thing called the moving average.
Yes.
And I was trading a 1 minute chart at that time, right? So 1 minute chart, I put on the moving average. I was like, okay, as soon as it crosses the moving average, I'm selling or I'm buying, whatever the case is. Then obviously took a few losses. And at that time, I did not, I had no concept of risk management. Like I thought that the only position you can take is one lot. So you can imagine my little $200 account and one lot, right? On a 1 minute chart on top of that, right? So put in the one lot, and then I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, didn't go my way. Funded another $200. I was like, but this time, right, I've got the moving average. Maybe what if I put the RSI? And I've got the RSI and moving average.
Yes.
Guess what happened? Again. Third time round. Okay. What if I put the moving average, the RSI, and MACD? Right. So I just kept on adding indicators. And it got to the point where I couldn't see the price anymore. Right. So all I could see is these indicators, and I couldn't actually see the price anymore. So anyone who does not know what a Christmas tree trader is, your chart literally ends up with 40, I don't know how many indicators, but lots of indicators, and you can't even see the price. Right. What do you use? What are the main things you use indicators wise, and what is your go-to time frame?
I don't use indicators, but there is one indicator that I can refer people to use, right? It's MACD.
Okay.
Convergence, divergence. So these are things that we're going to teach our students in Veracity, right? I recommend MACD on a daily time frame, weekly time frame, not 4, not 1 hour, not whatever, those small time frames. On a bigger time frame, daily, weekly, you can use it. Why? It's consistent there. It's working. It's accurate there. Very accurate. Understand? So when you come to the smaller time frames, it's not accurate. It's not gonna work for you. I've tested it. It's working for me. That's the only indicator that I can refer people to. Myself, I'm trading technically. I'm also trading fundamentally. It depends. What kind of events are they? Right. I don't just trade any news. So I choose, because some they don't move market and not at all.
Yeah.
They make an effect, but they don't move market at all. Right. So I trade fundamentally. I also trade technically. Yes.
Okay, great. So why Veracity Markets? What makes Veracity Markets? So you're a client of ours.
I love that
You are one of our best clients.
You know, I'm going to answer that question with confidence.
Okay.
With
We like
confidence.
that. We like
Yeah,
that.
I like that question. You're not the first person to ask me about Veracity, why Veracity, and so forth. Number one, Veracity is a very reputable broker. Number two, Veracity is using an aggregate efficient technology. Number three, it's number three, right?
Yeah.
Number three, fast deposit, same day withdrawal. I love that. I'm in South Africa, so I'm privileged. I'm privileged. Number four, the most important one. Before I answer that one, I just want to make it clear. We have what we call investors.
Yeah.
We have what we call financial traders.
Yeah.
I'm not a financial trader. I mean, I'm not just a financial trader.
Yeah.
I'm an investor. A lot of people, when they hear the word financial market, they just want to they just want to open laptop, see the charts, click buy, click sell. If I make money, it's fine. If I lose money, it's fine. You understand? It doesn't work like that. If you have an investment mentality, you are thinking ahead of everyone. You are actually leading. Yeah. Because you have an investment mentality. So I don't just trade. I invest in the market. I can swing. I can do day to day. I can do short. I can do long-term trading. Right? The most important thing is you need to make sure that you deal with the issue of being just a financial trader. We don't just trade here. We are investors. And now you need to find the right broker that you can invest your money with. Not a broker that you'll invest your money and then your money is gone within a second. You invest your money tomorrow, you don't get your money in the platform and so forth. That is not investment. You're actually gambling. Yeah. So find a broker that will help you to grow your investment. That is why we're calling it investment, not to shave your investment. Yeah. Right? Yeah. You don't want the broker that will shave your investment. You want the broker that will help you to invest. Yes. Correct. Now, why did I start there? I'm going to talk about leverage. One of the most important things that I love about Veracity is their leverage. 1:500. In USA, they say 500 is to 1. That's the highest leverage in USA, in UK, in other countries that I cannot mention, right? But in South Africa, most brokers, they allow what we call 1:1,000, 1:3,000. What's that? You lose it. You're exposing all your money. You're exposing the whole account to the market. You don't have an investment mentality. You know, someone who knows how to invest, he knows that. No, you know what? If I put 1,000 here and then I execute with one lot, I know it should anything happen, they'll trigger out. Then I'm still left with something, right? Leverage protects your money. So if you have 1:1,000, unless your account is cleaned up, then they'll never close your trade.
So for someone who doesn't even understand, can you explain to them what is leverage and how does leverage work?
Leverage is like, how can I put it in a simple form? I want to put it in a way that they'll understand. Leverage, taking advantage of a small money, right, and making it big. It's like if you have 10 rand and you want to make 10,000 rand out of 10 rand, you only need leverage to expend that money. You need the leverage. So the higher the leverage, the higher the risk. Lower the leverage, the lower risk. Yeah. Right. So I don't know if I've explained it properly, but then that's how leverage works. Yeah. Yes. Nice. Leverage it helps you to enlarge or to grow money. Yes.
So the capital you have, let's take an example of $100, right?
Yes.
You have $100 account. You know, if you have 1:1 leverage, you actually don't have any leverage. You know,
You
your,
don't have- yeah, you
your
don't have
$100
leverage.
can
Yes.
basically take trades worth $100, right? Based on the margin you have.
Yes.
But if you have 1:2, then obviously your $100 can take $200 worth of leverage. So when we say, let's say, for example, 1:100, I only use 1:100. That's where I started. That's where I'm comfortable with. I don't take multiple positions. So for me, 1:100, it means for every $100 I've got, I can actually trade up to $10,000 worth of positions, right? So with 1:500, it means that for every $100 I've got, I can trade up to $50,000.
Yes, you can try, yes.
Right? But here's where it gets a bit crazy now, right? So when you start talking about bigger leverage, right?
Yeah, yes.
You could say for every $100 you have, you could trade up to 100,000.
Up to millions.
Great, right?
Yes.
But
The risk.
you know, the risk, as much as you have more leverage, your risk also increases.
Increases.
Right.
Yes.
We started trading in 2014.
Yeah, 2014. Right. How old was I?
Don't expose your age.
You.
Some of us were
You.
on the third floor already.
I don't remember. I don't remember, yeah.
So if you were to go back in time to 2014 and the Lucas now could give the Lucas in 2014 advice, what would that advice be? What trading advice would you give yourself in 2014?
Very tricky question. You know what? Number one, don't give up. Number two, trust and believe in yourself. Number three, you gave me a very tricky question. Stick with one broker.
Okay.
Yeah. Stick with one broker. Find a reliable broker. Stick with it, because back then in 2014 when I started trading, I moved around a lot of brokers. I was even scammed. One of the brokers from Cyprus, I can mention it anyway because it's a scam broker. They call it KSF.
Okay.
So they scammed me about 200 and something thousand.
Wow.
Yeah, they scammed me a lot of money. I would say stick to one broker, one reliable broker. Stop changing brokers. You'll get confused. The reason why a lot of people end up saying this broker is a scam, this one is not a scam, this one is a scam, is because they move around a lot of brokers. They move from broker to broker. They always migrate to another broker, and it's a problem because remember, you're not gonna find same spread. Spread from this broker is not the same spread to this broker.
Yeah.
And leverage from this broker is not the same. How they run or articulate their things, it's different. So
yeah.
You if I were to give that Lucas advice,
yeah,
I'd say stop moving from broker to broker. Stick to one broker.
Okay.
Get used to how they articulate and how they run their things and so forth, and build a good relationship with them. Stick with them.
So basically, form a partnership with your broker.
Yeah. Most importantly, if you have a partnership with them, like an IB, I would say stick with them. Don't change. Stick with them. Because the nice thing is that if you have an IB account with a broker and you stick with them for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, let's say 20 to 15 years, you'll be building a good clientele for yourself. Yeah. You understand? And in 10 years to come or 15 years to come, you'll find yourself a millionaire.
Yeah.
Somehow. You'll find yourself a millionaire. How? You just have to sit down and calculate. Consistency is the key.
Yeah.
Persistence and being reliable to yourself and being reliable to your decisions as well. Okay. So that's the most important thing. Stick to one broker.
Okay.
Stop changing brokers. You lose $100, you think this one is better than this one. What's the difference? You're still going to inject money here. So even if you move from this one to this one, you're still going to inject money. So the difference is that psychologically you're not right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hear you.
And if you're not right psychologically, then you're going to have problems.
So what would you say to if all of the pairs, like today, every single pair which is out there was to disappear, and there was only one pair you could trade for the rest of your life, what would that pair be? What would be the one pair you say, this is my pair?
Myself?
Yes.
Whoa. I love gold.
Okay.
I love gold. It's a commodity. I love gold. I love gold. Number one, fair spread there,
Yeah.
and it pays good. The movement is not too volatile like other pairs.
Okay.
Yeah, myself, I would say gold. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I used to, and I changed. I used to just trade oil
Okay.
until 2020 came, and
That
oil,
was good.
well, until oil went to zero. At one point in time, and I was long, and I was buying it,
But yeah, and it hits you hard.
and it hit me hard. Right? So I found that if you focus on a single instrument, you actually get to know the characteristics of that single instrument. You know how it moves. You know at what time there's good liquidity. You also know how it's impacted by different economic events, right? So sometimes it's better for you to, well, in my opinion, it's better for you to really kind of focus on a few things than to go wide.
Yeah.
Because what you'll find is that that one pair you're supposed to be focusing on, right, is going to give you probably most of your money, but you're actually losing money on these other pairs or these other things, right? So, because, some guys trade 30, 40 instruments at a go, right?
That is wrong.
It is a lot, right?
It's a lot. It's very wrong.
But I think the myth around it is that if I've got more pairs and I've got more opportunities, I'll make more money.
That's where the problem is.
Yeah.
Why more opportunities? Why not opportunity?
Yeah.
How can you take more? You can't divide yourself.
Yeah.
You can never divide your mind as well. Why a lot of opportunities? Why not opportunity? We need to focus on an opportunity, not opportunities. Once you start focusing on opportunities, you lose it. You lose it. Because remember, Euro USDs are gold, whatever. They move differently.
Yeah.
That for each and every pair, or let me say, for each and every currency, there are news events.
Yeah.
So how are you going to study them all?
That's true.
You're not going to be able to study them all.
That's true.
So hence, we advise people to take at least one or two, or at least maximum 3 pairs. Not more than that. That is my advice based on the experience. That is my advice.
Okay, that's great.
So take opportunity, not opportunities.
I like that.
Yes.
So, Lucas, unfortunately, we've run out of time. But this has been great. I've really enjoyed our time. We should have you back at a later stage. But hey, you are our very first guest, on the Veracity Markets podcast. And thank you. You've been a great host, great guest. We can't wait to have you back, and we can't wait to continue working with you in the future. And thank you for coming through.
No, I'm grateful. I'm so much grateful, and thank you for having me here. It's a privilege, indeed. It was a privilege, and still gonna be another privilege.
Yeah, no, definitely. We still got lots of things we want to do in the future.
Thank you very much. I'm grateful for everything that you actually shared with me as well. I've learned a lot from you, and I hope you learned something from me as well.
Definitely.
And the listeners, I hope you've learned something from this, and you are going to change your mindset. You're going to renew your mind. So thank you very much, Mr. Robson. Until we meet again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, that's it for this episode of the Veracity Market Podcast. We will see you in the next one.